Well folks, looks like my time has come. It arrived this morning in the post. So if you've been paying attention, you will know I have a hole in my dash. And people were saying, when are you going to fill that hole? Well, hopefully today. I've been waiting for months to find a analog 12-volt clock, and eventually found this. Now, I had to get this from Belarus. Where's Belarus, I hear you ask? Well, the Republic of Belarus is a landlocked country in Eastern Europe, bordered by Russia, Ukraine, Lithuania, Poland, and Latvia. The downside to buying something from the Eastern Bloc is they don't care much for English. And I don't speak whatever backwards word language that is. So I'm going to have to figure it out. Should be fairly straightforward, right? You've got your 12 volt, you've got your little left and right arrow, whatever that is. You've got your minus 31, you've got your AK 41, and you've got your 30. Simple, right? But first, I want to check two things. I want to check that this fits in my hole, and also that it actually works. So I'll temporarily wire this up, make sure the clock works before I change the diameter of that hole if I have to. So let's jump in the car, do some testing. So let's see, first of all, if it fits. Ooh, looks a bit big, right? Of course it doesn't fit. So I'm going to have to enlarge the hole by a bit. I'll just grind it till it fits. But first, let's wire it up, make sure it works. Okay, I've made up a couple of wires, positive, negative for now. I'm not even going to test the light at the moment. I just want to make sure that the clock itself works. Now, obviously, you don't want your clock going off every time you take the key out. So it's going to have to be hardwired to the battery at some point. But for now, we are just testing. So, negative cable is going to go in, or when I say negative, I mean ground. Ground wire in. Ignition's off at the moment. So the ground wire is going in minus 31, whatever that means. Pretty sure that's going to be my ground though. It's got a minus on it, you know. Positive. I am going to put this into this first. I couldn't put a shielded plug onto this, there wasn't enough access, so I need to be wary of that. And then plug this in somewhere positive, like there. Okay, so when I turn the ignition on, the clock should start working. My little second hand should go round. Here we go. Oh, it's quite loud. That's going to bug the hell out of my wife. She hates loud ticking clocks. I don't mind. You're not going to hear it when the engine's running anyway. So while we're at it, I should be able to plug in this positive into this, the light bulb one, and it should light up, in theory. Okay, it is lighting up, but it's very dim. And it's not a white light, it's a sort of blue light, which is kind of not good. Might be able to change the bulb. Okay. Yeah, it's not a very bright bulb. So maybe if I just change that to something a bit brighter, actually. I don't know, it seems pretty bright. Anyway, it works. Cool. What time is it? You need a clock in order to set your clock, isn't that ironic? Anyway, I'll make sure I can turn that. Okay, enough of that. Right, let me grind a bigger hole, put that in, wire it properly, and then we will finally have a clock. We do have another slight issue. Look how long that is. And of course, it's hitting off something inside the dash. However, if I chop that all the way down to about there, then not only will it give me clearance, but it will force the bulb further in and hopefully make it a bit brighter as well. Yeah, because at the moment the bulb is sitting within this cylinder here, so it's not getting the full light. So as I say, if that is all the way into about there, I checked inside there, there is room in there. So I'll need to chop that, make the hole bigger for this to go in, and wire it all up, see how it works, yeah? So as you may have noticed, I managed to grind through my little heater control, speed control switch. So I need to resolder that back on before I continue. But I really want to make sure that everything fits in. So I'm going to do that first because I have no patience. You can hide in there. You can go in there. Might as well test it while it's in there. Let's see. So that's the 12 volt for the light switch. 12 volt for the clock, earth. Stuff that in there. You go down there somewhere. And we'll just make sure it all fits in. Lovely. I can't resist plugging it in. Oh no, I'll wait till the finished article. I'll get that thing resoldered and I'll bring you back when it all works nice. Hopefully. I have a clock in my car. You can probably hear it from here. It's pretty loud. Let me show you. We are all wired up. So I have got it wired up hardwired to the battery with a fuse, don't panic. And the lights do work, but you're probably not going to see it because the big red dummy light is in the way. You see the sort of blue glow? Hopefully you'll see that when the big red light isn't in the way at night time. And if not, then I will upgrade it to some brighter bulb. I'm just testing out my dimmer. I got a new light switch from Mike Childs, which works great. Thanks, Mike. And yes, I did fix my fan. Wow, it's like a disco in here. Kind of cool, very 80s vibe going on. Another little side project completed. Really happy with that one. Been waiting for so long. Any analog 12 volt clocks I found were like $150, $200 for a clock. It's ridiculous. I found that one on eBay and it was like $15. Leave a comment if you want me to post a link to where I got it. It's pretty handy to have and it seems to work. Now, if you want to help with little projects like that, I have now completed the setup of a little donations page. It's called buymeacoffee.com, I think. There's a link in the description. And basically, it's much better than Patreon and YouTube because it doesn't steal like 50% of donations. It's a very small percentage that they take for admin fees. And you can donate whatever amount you like. And this really helps support me, get me parts for the car to create more content for you, which is what I'm all about, kind of. So, as I say, I'll leave a link. You don't have to buy me a coffee. It can go to car parts, but coffee is always helpful. So I appreciate the help. And if you do buy me a coffee, I will post your name at the end of the next video. You get your name and lights for, 10 seconds. It's well worth the money, trust me. Okay, I am still saving up for my rear suspension parts. I know where I'm getting them, but it's probably going to cost me about $400 all in to get all the parts I need. And I don't really want to even start until I've got all the parts in front of me. So that's my plan. Right, folks, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. We're expecting some snow at the end of the week, which is okay because it's my birthday on Friday. So it's always nice to get some snow on your birthday. And then it can go away and the sun can come out, hopefully. Right, take care, everyone. See you in the next one.